Today we just got in the new Badger Wheel FlightFins tail rails. We are excited to try them out. We're going to set up a trail board today with them. Got a 4206 controller, regular standard battery. We're just going to be rolling together and seeing how this works out for us. All right, so we went ahead and picked out some accessories, fire bang bumpers. We went with the matte gray and white swirl here. Really sick. I'm gonna add a cush wide because we love the real wide foot pads. It's gonna be really good to get that extra purchase going down the trails and getting you some extra concave feel to go ahead and shred them trails hard. So we're gonna go ahead and add these lovely things on right now. To put the rear on first. All right, so we're gonna add on the front foot pad. What we like to do is take the foot pad and take the yellow sensor, right, and trap it behind the black wire and then put it in. Helps keep that black one a little taut. And then I'm going to grab the lovely tool and just tighten it up. See, one quick little tighten is all I need. Now it's all ready and set. All right, got the two screws here that I'm looking for. Nice. All right. It's looking fresh already. All right, so to pull this board together, making it look super fire, we have this cush wide here. So with the cush wide, it's a little bit different. Stock pads and other pads, you put the screws for the bumpers right there. With the wide and other Float Life products, or for the cush pads, they have the two screws at the top, so we don't have to go to the bottom or add anything there. We're just gonna go ahead and place that on and then add from the pack the two screws that go on the back. And then from there, we should be good to go. Looks like we're done. Got to go ahead and tighten up the outer hub bolts. I want to put a little bit of Loctite to make sure that we're not messing up when we're on the trails and it squeezes out on us. So we're gonna go ahead and just add a little bit of Loctite. What I like to do is go right in the middle there. Nice little squeeze, get a little bit on there, It's gonna go ahead and roll through the threads. Not too much because you don't want to overdo it, but enough to make sure that it does stay tight as you're riding. I will, after I'm finished, tighten that up to make sure that it doesn't get loose. But it's always a good start just to add it in, tighten it up there, and keep it rolling. Don't want to over tighten because then you can go ahead and end up stripping your bolts there. And that makes for not a good time. All right. Looks like it's all finished now. Really sick build put together. There's no place for badges, so if you're a badge fan, unfortunately it's not there. But hey, overall, I think this is a great build. I'm gonna go ahead and turn it on just to test and make sure everything's connected correctly. All right, so after you have reassembled the board, you want to turn it on. Make sure that your headlights, taillights are working. Great way to see if this foot pad sensor is working is once you touch it, it activates. What we like to do is also to make sure our foot pad is great. Sit there and press on the sides, have it run our fingers along the sensor on both sides to make sure it's activating. And then after that, it's good to roll. Can't wait to get this on trails, test it out. We're gonna go ahead and throw some side kicks on. Kind of modify some existing side guards there. Hopefully, turns out great. Want to protect the investment just like we do with the bang bumpers. Make sure that it rolls good. Can't wait to test it out and see you soon.
What's going on, guys? This is Junior from onestopboardshop. I just wanted to come in and give you my thoughts on the FlightFins Badger Wheel tail rails. Super sweet setup, especially if you're doing a lot of pump tracks or doing a lot of downhill racing. The way that back tail is kicked up, it really gives you the ability to brake when you're going downhill. Also, really fast. The way this puts your body in a position where your hips are almost in front of the wheel, it almost makes you feel like you're accelerating in place. Been riding for the past couple of days in and out of the shop and really digging this setup. We have it set up with a Burris TX33 treaded tire and a Cush wide in the back. So far, sweet setup. Surprisingly very carvy, but we're gonna kick it off to Brian. He's gonna give you his thoughts on this ride. Stay riding, guys.
Hey guys, it's Brian from One Stop Board Shop. I just wanted to give you some of our preliminary thoughts on the tail rails from FlightFins and Badger Wheel. Keep in mind that it's snowy and wet here in New Jersey, so we haven't really been able to take them out to trails to see how they really do out there where they're meant to work the best, right? So preliminary thoughts. We did our build, we did our assembly. We've been riding it around for a bit. You can feel the instant acceleration coming off of that angle of the tail. It just drives your front leg forward in a way that I wasn't expecting because of the flat front. I didn't realize how much the angle was going to drive your body forward. So you can hit some good acceleration and good speed coming off of that initial angle. The trippy part about getting on it is because of that angle. So when a board is sitting level, you step on and you have about that much degree to get it level. Because of that angle, the front takes so much extra to get to that level point. So that kind of feels a little bit weird. You get used to it, but initially, it feels like we're going past where level should be. And that was a super trippy feeling. Ended up not being, it's not any kind of detriment or anything like that, but it's a super weird feeling that I wasn't expecting. Braking. The sheer fact that you are not hitting the ground, you can't tail slide immediately. You have 7 degrees between, flat and angled to have open area that you're not tail sliding. So the sheer braking power is just incredible. I mean, the speeds you hit from the extra forward lean to the braking power from having all that extra room to lean back. I mean, you could really gun it and stop, kind of on a dime. One thing that I I was expecting, but it, you know, it kind of came to fruition when I was riding it, was because of that, you know, it's not a symmetrical rail. So having that angle in the back means that riding in switch, it kind of feels like you're riding in a not elevated, but natural elevated. So it does make it so that, you know, riding in switch doesn't feel the same way as riding forward. So you have to keep that in mind if you're gonna, you know, look at getting these rails or trying these rails out. It's not meant to be bi-directional as straight or any kind of stock rails would be. It's really meant to be ridden in one direction, because that's how they're designed. They're designed for that incredible speed and braking power of that one direction movement, right? So that's probably the only thing for me that was a little, because I ride a fair amount of switch. It took some getting used to not ride in switch. Overall, super great engineering, super great design. I am very much excited to take this out to the trails and see how it really works on true actual trails, not just riding around town here in Somerville. It really was a good design. Great job, Robert. Great job, Michael. Solid design, solid engineering. Very excited to give it a little bit more time. Again, thanks for watching, guys. It was a real pleasure. Super excited to do more videos like this. If you like this video, give us a thumbs up and subscribe. We're gonna have more ride videos, a bunch of other tutorials, group rides, and other things coming in the future. As always, stay riding. Hey guys, if you like what you just saw, make sure to hit that subscribe button and check out our recent videos here. Woo!